Thank you for being here. So my first thing before I introduce myself, I want to beg all of you, please, let us have only one mind and one heart and an open mind, because I have only one mind. I have only one mind. And as it was said, this is one of the most important lessons you're going to learn for your life. Okay? My name is Joan Mbesya. Joan Mbesya. Joan Mbesya. Mbesya means night. I was born at night. Okay, without digressing, I am the CEO and founder of Tech Mindset Africa. I'm also an author of a book called The Future in Technologies Through a Woman's Eye. It's online. You can find it, download it on Amazon. But also, I am a student like you. I continue learning every day, and that is one of the things that I do and I continue to do for us is I continue learning artificial intelligence. As a matter of fact, that is the only thing that I know that I've been trained. So I hope you take advantage of me while I'm here, not only in class, also in Shakib. Maybe when I go back, we might meet some of you, we might not. Why am I saying this? When you go out there, thank you very much. I appreciate that. When you go out there, ladies and gentlemen, when you go out there today, since last year, there's no, I don't know around here, but there's no one today who is going to employ you if you don't have the basic knowledge of artificial intelligence. I promise you, you'll remember my words. There's no one who will employ you if you do not know how to transform them or impact them, if you don't have the basics of AI. So my mission and my work in Africa is to ensure that Africa understands artificial intelligence from a non-technical perspective. If you come to this class to expect technical knowledge, you're in the wrong class, because I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about technicality, coding. Okay? I want us to be clear. Is anyone here going in technical class? Is anyone here going in technical class? None. Good. Let us be all together. Okay? What are the expectations? So the expectations are, number one, by the end of this day, you should understand artificial intelligence. You should understand how to apply it. But the main focus for HND1 today is data. What do they say about data today? Data is what?
Life.
Data is what? Please appreciate this young man right here. Data is the focus of what is on our minds today. He's right. But even in simpler terms, data is the fuel of the AI machine today. And that is what we are focusing on. I want you by the end of this day, whatever data you collect, you're able to make a story out of it. No matter what you want to build, by the end of today, you should be able to know how to use information to build with artificial intelligence. Are we clear about that objective? Fantastic. So let us just begin very fast. And as I understand, most of us know about artificial intelligence, but I will try my best to break it down in maximum 10 minutes. Please let me know if I go over 10 minutes. So artificial intelligence is the ability of machines to understand our world. What do I mean? It's the ability of machines to learn from data and mimic what it is that we do. Let me break that down further. When you talk about a new subject, as a matter of fact, let's go down to when you were born. When you were born, you are taught about the world one way or the other. That is why you're able to communicate. That's why you're able to see and interpret information in front of you. You are taught that this is mama, whether mama is sitting down, standing up. This is mama when they leave out of the house. This is mama when they are feeding you, when they are punishing you. It is still mama. That is how you are taught, isn't it? And dada as well. And also the environment. You are taught this is fire, this is what? Artificial intelligence since the 1950s has been taught our world. All our history book, don't even overthink. Everything that has been digitized, it has been trained on it. The reason I talk about ChatGPT, I will get to that very soon. But AI has been trained with every form of data about our world. It is fortunate, it is unfortunate, it depends on how you use it. When we hear most people say, and myself, I always say, AI does not understand many languages. It is not true. As long as your language has been translated somewhere in the internet, AI is there. The question is, do we know how to get it? That is another lesson that we are going to learn today. How to get the best out of AI? So moving swiftly, artificial intelligence is the ability of computer systems to use data to perform tasks like humanity. The reason they call it intelligently is because we are known as intelligent beings. Yes, we are. So the question is, how are we going to leverage on this information and make the best use of it? Is there anyone who might want us to go deeper into what AI is, or do we go ahead and build and start building? Let me just do this because maybe without assuming, we can do a few things using AI. So AI, artificial intelligence, can be, I'll show you a couple of things. I'll show you a couple of things we did yesterday. I don't know if you're, you're not able to see it. Fantastic. A couple of things we did yesterday. So AI is able to generate new information from what exists. We don't have to think about how AI has been created. AI has already been created. It has already been given to us through a platform where we can interact with it. All right? So what you see here is one of the AI tools called Gemini. So for example, Gemini has been trained to transform our normal day-to-day pictures into anything we want in the world. I'm going to show you the ability of AI so that we get to understand what artificial intelligence is. So the first thing is I'm going to pick a photo. I'm going to expose data a little bit, but I'm going to pick from one of our students here who gave us consent to use this for the sake of demonstration. I know some of you have used Gemini, but the reason I'm showing you this is so that you don't have to say you cannot get a good photo from the studio because you can't, or you do not have equipment. You can create anything you want. So, for example, this is just a very quick example, and I know you've been able to do this. All you need to do is to download this app and take a selfie. And once you take a selfie, I'll show you what you can do. So this was a selfie. We took a photo on our phone yesterday. I need one of you to tell me what you want this man to be. Anything. So what? So as this is building, I want you to see the original. This is the original. Please let us be together. Let us be together. Let us be together. I can see our CEO is here. On protocols observed, please let us appreciate our CEO and acknowledge him. And please help me welcome. I don't think I'm the right person to introduce him. The CEO of Small Tribe, Mr. Ishmael Emeredu. I will leave the rector to guide me.
So one of the organizers I knew. So he's working with he's one of the organizers of the program. Training you for just to have knowledge how to AI transformative skill. So he has some so his name is Mr. Ismail.
Hello, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here today. And for me, anytime I hear new innovations around AI, it's always my pleasure to add my voice into it. You are very big with the expert's advice, the subject matter expert. What I would just like to say is that the new world that we are living, all of us must have heard about artificial intelligence before today. But I'm pretty sure at the end of this session, we have another understanding of the impact on our daily life. And this is not like an option. Whether you like it or not, it has come to stay. AI will not take anybody's job, but AI will create new opportunity for innovation and creativity. And it will be created around the world. I always ask one question. And one question each time I travel around and talk to the youth. And the question is, maybe one or two people raise up their hand and tell me the reason why you are in school here. What's the reason?
So we are everyone. The reason why I came to school to acquire knowledge and to make history, like so that at the end, so that at the end of my academic section, then I'll be My name is Joan from the Department of Public Administration.
So, the first person who was the one who has and the second person, what's your name? What's your name? Why is it? Yes, I've gotten some of the answer I want, but I will still, I will add my own. Yes, it is very good to make the knowledge. It is very good in school to make history, and it's very good to be in school to make academic excellence, like she said. But I was waiting for someone to say, I'm in school because I want to make money. To the village. It's not the time to make money. You think it's a time to make money? How many people are using WhatsApp today? How many people are using WhatsApp? Are using Facebook? How many people are using Instagram? How many people are using TikTok? These guys are sitting somewhere in the US, in China, and they're having 3 billion daily active users. Each time you click on that application, there's revenue for them. And they are being in schools like us. So you don't make excuses because I'm in community. That's why I'm not successful. That's why I'm not rich. You are just wasting your time and excuse. With internet today, I am the director of the opportunity to enter this campus. There's solar, there's light, electricity. When I studied in the university, I used to use time to study. There's no light. Okay, what is doing? And where is it? And don't let everybody. What my doctor did, get to look at the product, we will see that they have a sugar. Sugar system. Is that not true? And even if we go to the ICT there, you see what that can be solar system. Is that not true? So, we have there's no perfect system anywhere. That's the part of what I'm saying. Don't try to form excuses. Even if the electricity is on for 1 hour a day, make very good use of it. There's Starlink for internet. Now you can buy internet, you can buy Excel, you can buy this. What I'm trying to say is that this AI that she's giving to you, from the comfort of your hostel or anywhere you be, can create innovation that can be used by billions of users like this. Don't let us be consumers all the time. We are always consumers of technology. Let us also be builders of technology. So that we don't continue to complain, don't continue to be advanced. And with this course director have brought to you on campus, even when you are graduating from the institution, they are coming out with 2 certificates. They are coming out with a diploma in different courses, and then they are coming out with certificates in AI. Please take this thing very serious, especially the practical aspect that's given to us. You can build anything with AI today. Whatever you want to do, even if you want to have a meeting with someone, ask AI. These are the agenda I want to discuss with this person. What do you think I should talk about? AI will give you different options. So from today on, we will be monitoring how you guys are using AI on this campus. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you. So, possible, we want one or two for ourselves to pass it on. Most especially, the why everybody needs AI. A lot of people have been using it. Majority of them, but some of our students are using it. Create different type of videos and the content. Yes or no? And even some of our staff are doing it. People are not seeing anybody see you. So, unknowing you are using AI. Good morning, everybody. My name is Sonny Razak Adesina, HOD Office Technology and Management. So, like my rector have said earlier, I was on TikTok. I used to create most of the. I'm a content creator. Let me say, even this training, day before yesterday, which is day 1, is on my page. Even yesterday, the yesterday's training is on my page. Today's now too, I will soon upload it. You can go there and watch how the program goes. And by using AI, it is very, very essential for everybody. Please, if you can able to listen and understand most of the training that Mrs. Joan Mbesya is giving to us, it will be of help. Even yesterday, she talked about the chat GPT and other and Gemini, in which you can use to solve most of the problems, like the assignment being given to you, even the project. If you want to write the proposal, you can ask the Gemini, you can ask the GPT, anything you want to ask or you want to write on, you can use the AI. Thanks very much. So I think majority of it,
HND.
Anyway, let me call
and if you want to search for my page, you can look for Oga Atiwa. Oga Atiwa is everything. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. So thank you, sir. So just to add on to what Mr. Eleboroike has said, here I'll give you evidence. Very simple. Last 2025. Please listen to me so that maybe it might inspire someone. Last year, 2025, we trained how many groups of students were there? About 15 groups of different industries from a university at Ilorin. And the winners of the hackathon that we conducted through trade, what I'm teaching you right now, there's nothing less. One group was able to come up with a solution of, an AI for facial tracking. And they went and presented that somewhere, and they were awarded this year 50 million naira. Wow. They built that while we sold. Now, these are young students, they are still in school, or maybe they have graduated by this year, I don't remember what year they are. It's because they sat down and understood the value of AI. We did not teach any engineering. We did not tell them that they need to code AI to build. We just told them that AI can be built by you and me. The question is, what problem are you solving? Or what money do you want to make? So are we going to do something about making money in the future? Are we going to do something about making money in the future? Or you don't want to make money? No, you want to make money. Exactly. The greatest millionaires, the millionaires of tomorrow are people who mastered AI. I swear. That is data. That is a fact. It will be so easy to make money until you do not know how to do what to do with it. So please, listen to the class and understand and take this seriously. All right? Okay, let us proceed. So this is what we are creating. Before I reveal what was created, I want to say something very fast. I thought I might jump it, and it's important. Understand, as much as AI has been taught on data, AI has been artificial intelligence, has taught to understand our world through what we call conversation, text, what you see on ChatGPT. Okay? Artificial intelligence has been taught to see our world. That means your photos, my photos, photos of the classroom, photos of grass, photos of light, photos of this world, everything that exists under the sun has been trained on AI, and that is called computer vision. AI has also been taught to understand how we reason. How we reason, this is called deep learning. What do I mean? From the point where you see the world and your brain interprets it to an output. A very good example, human beings see in black and white. If we didn't have brain, data, our world would not be able to be translated. The way I'm seeing green, blue, black. The first data that comes, which is what we are speaking about today, that comes into our eyes is black and white. But through our brain understanding, this is blue, this is white, it translates that as an output. That's why you are able to see color. That is called deep learning. And generally, when a machine learns through data, it's called machine learning. That's it. If someone asks you very complicated words about machine learning, don't mind. It is machines learning about our world through data. I wanted to put this out there. And then now the general one that we possibly all know is called generative AI, which is what we are seeing right now. That means of all the data, of all the text, of all the images that are put together to create one meaningful output, that is generative AI. If we train an AI to take each of your faces today, right now, and we tell it create one person, that output, that one person is called generative AI. What you're going to see right now is generative AI. It is speaking. Remember what you say, transform this man into a lawyer. There are thousands of images of lawyers in the model. So what it's going to do is going to create what is relevant to the prompt. That is called generative AI, putting together information to create only one output. So as a result, this is what I believe will review this together. So, yes, exactly. So what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the only one. This is not the only one. You can create your profile photo, you can create your smart image. You do not have an excuse. As a professional out there, you don't have an excuse to take mediocre images of you. You have to tell the world who you are and start use AI to do that. There are no longer excuses of doing this in any other way. Okay? So do we have any question in regards to AI? I want us to move to something else. Any question? Anyone who wants to understand further artificial intelligence? Anyone? Okay, good. I'll automatically move to building with AI. All right? So building with AI, what does that mean? Building with AI is from the year 1950s to the year 2025, mid 2025, actually late 2025. We've had AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Cloudy, what you've just seen here, which other AIs? You know so many AIs. There are so many. Those who are working independently, and it needs me and you to prompt to come out. Okay? But from late 2025 to date, we have what we call agentic AI. How many know about agentic AI? Agentic AI. How many know? I have only. Is that a stretch or is that agentic AI? Let me explain what agentic AI is. I'm just sifting through this so that we get to data. Okay? Agentic AI is a superior AI. In fact, it is not you and me, it is not a scientist somewhere who came up with agentic AI. AI discovered it needed something superior to solve what it has currently. So there are thousands of AI models. So agentic AI, when it wants to solve a particular problem for you, it calls on the different AIs to solve that problem. Let me give you an example that I gave yesterday. For example, if I want to tell an AI, an agentic AI, plan my travel from Kenya to Nigeria, get me a cab, get me a hotel, get me food when I get there, bring me to Shahid, ensure that I come in for a meeting, record my notes, and so on and so forth. Don't you think there's an AI for each one of those tasks? Isn't that not so? There's an AI for each of those tasks. So what agentic AI does, when you tell it that, an agentic AI will call in ChatGPT to pull travel. We'll call in what we call cover AI to book my hotel. We'll call in, for example, another AI like Cloudy to analyze the kind of food that you're going to eat in case there's an allergy and so on. It will call another AI to book taxis or Ubers and so on and so forth. And all this is being done simultaneously at the same time. What I'm trying to show you is that with Agentic AI, you can build a CEO, a CFO, that's a Chief Financial Officer, a Chief Executive Officer, a Chief Marketing Officer, like my friend here was done content marketing. You do not need a Chief Accounting Officer, all as Agentic AIs to serve you. All you need to do is tell me this every morning. When I come to the office, give me a report. I need to know about the finances. I need to understand about my team's work on the field yesterday, and so on and so forth. AI will execute that in less than 5 minutes. That is the world of agentic AI. It pulls in the specific AI to serve you. It is a higher level of AI. So, for example, in this particular instance, and I believe this will be in future because TOPS has started it. If I wanted an AI to stand here and ensure that your syllabus is completed in a month, all it needs to do is to ensure that all the curriculums that are supposed to be taught are already trained in it. And it will execute in each of your classes, understand who you are, transform that data into who you are in terms of learning, speed or no speed, visual or no visual. And all that data will be able to be brought together and it will execute your degree. You will be ready for the world tomorrow. That is the world of agentic AI. So if you go outside there today, not even tomorrow, today, and you talk about AI normally, like when you asked about AI, you say it is ChatGPT. Oh, I know how to use ChatGPT. I know how to build images and create videos. I would say you don't. They will know you're not ready. But when you go out there and say, you know what, I am a trained medical student, but I can build an agentic doctor for this hospital. In 2024, and research this after this, the first AI surgeon logged into a hospital in was it in Malawi or Mozambique from the United States, and he was able to perform surgery virtually as a result of AI. This has already, no, 2024, early 2025. Why was that possible? Because they built an agentic AI that is able to understand the whole anatomy of humanity and also was able to execute tasks better than any surgeons in the world. What he only had to do is to communicate with AI live on session, and the equipment, the AI, which we call robotic AI, it's a form of AI that moves, that has ability to move, was able to perform that as a result of control by the person who was in another country. Not many doctors, not many nurses, but just an AI that was built agentically. And the next part of AI, because AI now is learning by itself, what I'm teaching you is going to be deemed irrelevant in 2027, unfortunately, because AI is learning by itself. We are feeding data, it already has the data that it needs. So it is understanding our world. So the next thing, people keep on saying, no, AI is not going to take our world because it's going to be switched off. It has figured that out. Why do you think it's being called intelligent? It's being called intelligent because it is understanding, if I'm going to do research, you've told it to do research, I'm going to do research for you. Very good. But what is the objective of this person doing research? It wants you to become the best researcher. So do I have data of being the best researcher in the world? Yes. I will execute the best way. What do humans want when it comes to research? They want ABCD. Now I'm better at research. Can I be the next? Can all the research AIs come together? It starts communicating. The question is, when it is too late, are we able to switch it off? If we are not able to switch it off, but we are able to control that. Okay? So what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the world of AI, whether we like it or not. Understand how it works, understand how to control it, understand how to build with it, make money while it lasts, and then teach your children how to do that. Okay? So I'm not going now to dwell in this. I want us to understand data. All this we are talking about is data. What do I mean by data? Data, as has been said before, is the focus of what our world is. Let me explain that. When you go to the market, and you want to buy oranges, there are different types of data you'll be looking for. I, for example, might want an orange because I'm thirsty, I want to make orange juice. So what kind of data will I look for? I will look for oranges that are juicy, isn't it? So my data is oranges that are juicy, isn't it? Now, a farmer will go to the same market and want oranges. What kind of data will they be looking for? Seeds kind of data. They won't look for a juicy orange. They want seeds because they want to plant. A hotel, or rather a business person, will go to the market and look for oranges. What kind of data will they want? Bigger ones, fresh ones, sweet ones, cheaper, because they want to make money. So their data will be focused on cost and so on and so forth. A household owner who is rearing cattle will still look for oranges. But what will they be looking for? Yeah, a herder, a person who rears cattle, and they still want the same oranges. What kind of data will they be looking for? Peels, orange peels. All right? So I want you to see the cocktail of data that you can get. Why is this important? Let me show you why this is important. If you want to build an AI of anything, so for example, you want to do a research and build an AI you want to find out the rate of employment of TVET students when they finish in Nigeria or in Saki. Okay? Can we find that data? I want us to take that data, put it in an AI, analyze it, take it from the analysis and build an AI solution. Can we do that? Once you understand that process, we are done. Can we do that? Okay, fantastic. I need you to give me a challenge you want us to solve so that we collect that data. Data is there, we just need to find it. Okay? So I'll go to an agentic. I want you to see this. I hope you can see it. Fantastic. This is an agentic AI. GenSpark is an agentic AI. Okay? You can see it calls different AI. So if you want, for example, to be an AI developer, you don't need a lot of complication. You can develop through AI. If you want to write anything on Word and present it in Word, it is there. AI slides, it is there. AI Excel sheets, it is there. AI designer, AI, if you want to create a podcast, it is there. All you need to do is to take the mode of super agent. But because of time, we are going to go straight and get data. I need a challenge today. I need a challenge in Nigeria today that we can research and get information and analyze what you need to do. I need a volunteer, I need information. What data do you want us to fetch? Give me something. Something you always wanted to find out. Something you always wanted to find out. Sorry? Anything. I'm seeing smiles, but I'm not, and I'm hearing murmuring, but I'm not hearing the exact one. I need your feedback. Sorry? Power problem. Okay. Power problem. Can we find that out? Okay, I hope this. Let us find the rate. Is it the rate of power problem, or is it how to solve the problem of power? But first, we have to find the impact of it, the impact of power problem in Nigeria for us to solve it. Right? Okay, good. Okay, the past two classes I taught everyone how to speak to AI. This is another valuable way to speak to AI. It doesn't matter what AI you use. If you want the best out of AI, you have to know how to speak to it. Very simply, I want you to read the word there. Craft. Can you see that? Yes. Now, when you're going to an AI, it doesn't matter what AI you're using. It's like you're going to rector's office. When you go to rector's office, then you go and stand there. Just stand there and look at him. What do you think he'll ask you? What do you want? Exactly. If you don't speak, he'll ask you, or he'll ask you to go until you figure out what you want. It is the same with AI. When I'm in front of AI right now, the fact that it has opened up, it is indirectly asking you, what do you want? So the first thing is give it context, give it background. Don't just go there and say, create research, build for me. Because remember, AI has been built with thousands of data, so it will give you anything that it can get fast. Remember that. But for it to serve you and give you the best, you have to give it context. So in this particular case, I'm going to give it context. I want the hi there. I'm going to explain why I started like that. Hi there. I want to understand the impact of power loss. Is it? Do you want it in a specific town or in Nigeria? Okay. Okay. Nigeria. We have to look at one specific industry. Its impact in education. Can I say education? Yeah. In education, rate of outages in a given month. And what other data do we want to find? And rate of affordability of electricity. So I have told rate of power surge. Okay, rate of affordability and power surge. So we want, I think, 3 points of data. Okay, so we've given it context, we've given it background. This is what we want. The next thing is what? R. Role. Give it a role. Don't just tell AI, I want you to build. Who is AI? You have to take control. This is where control begins. Give it a role. Who in general would do this kind of a research? Who will be the best person? Who? You are a. I want us to give AI a role. You are a. You are a what? A research analyst. In fact, we won't stop here. We will add this. Who are the greatest and most learned. Do not mix your words with AI. Remember, AI has billions of engines. It will give you anything that comes in front of it. But number one, if you recognize it as a human, and this is what I wanted to say. From 2025, AI is being trained on our emotions so that it's able to serve you and me. Please understand. So if you go straight, it doesn't know if it's a machine telling it or it's you. So if you say hi there, it recognizes, okay, this is a human being. These are the requirements of human being. So it transforms its engine to serve you. Secondly, if you give it context, it filters everything else about research. It focuses on what you want to research. Thirdly, if you give it a role, remember it has been trained by even the greatest research analysts in the world. So what you're telling it to do is now position yourself as the greatest. Don't just say research analyst. Anyone can be a research analyst, all right? But the greatest research analyst in Nigeria, for example, you're very specific in your data location. So you go ahead and say research analyst, but for example, if you want to benchmark, globalize it. Research analysts in the world. Research analysts in the world. Okay? I'm going to stop. All right. So what was the next one? I'm going to do this again. Up.
Yes.
What? Oh. So this is where we were. You are the greatest research analyst, either in Nigeria or in the world. Do we globalize?
Nigeria.
In Nigeria. In Nigeria. So the next one after that is what? A, which is action. Give it action. Now this is where now you execute. Where you are coming before this. When you say execute this, build for me a research, do for me, that is what we call action in AI. So we are going to go ahead and perform research for me. Be specific. Research for me data on power outage in Nigeria averagely in a given month. Since the year, we have to control, otherwise it will give you data you don't require. Give me 2000 to date, 2026. The research should focus on power outage and impact on education. Now, the next part is F. Anyone able to, without the ones who attended class yesterday, anyone to focus? You're almost. You're almost. Another one, F. What would F stand for?
How do you want it? Either in the website or in the text.
So what would F stand for as a result?
F.
What there is? Formats. That's what it means. So now you've told AI, I want you to do for me this and so on and so forth. If you do not give it a format, it will create that for you. Please understand that. So we are going to give it a format. The research data should be generated in year, number of people, our costs, and all structures for me to understand the relationship of the data and its overall impact on AI. Lastly, T, who would guess what T stands for?
Audience, the user.
Target audience. Who is the user? Who is going to use this? Is it you as a... The reason is, if you just give it like that, it will assume who you are. It will assume you are a lecturer, whereas you're a student. It will assume you're a student, whereas you're a researcher. It will assume you are a researcher, whereas you are just a person wanting to find out about power surge and wants to solve the problem. So in this case, this information, this output is for, is it a student? Students at tops. Okay? That is the form, that is the target. Are we okay with this? Fantastic. So I want us to collect data now. So AI is thinking and it's doing research on the internet. In case you want proof of research, don't let it go that way. Just ensure it, every data given, ensure you give us a link on where you got that data from. Never forget that. But you can always do a follow-up. Okay, so as this one is working, I want to show you one of the AI outputs we had from one of us yesterday. I don't know if he wants me to mention him, but I'm going to show you what he was able to do because he understood this as this is building. It's very important. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to see one of the agentic AIs we taught yesterday. And this learner was able to build this. Can you see that? Can you see this? Look. He was able to do this through the craft prompt. What I've just told you right now, craft prompt. You can imagine that. In 1 hour, I'm sure, 1 hour, build this. The question is, have you ever wanted to build and you've not built? That is now upon you. Okay? All right. Let's go back to our AI. All right. It seems this one is still generating. Okay, there it is. Let us pray. Are you seeing that? I hope you can see my screen. Are you seeing that? Okay. Total breach value, yearly breach collapse, monthly collapses, highest recorded in the year, electricity access, impact of education, affordability, and so on and so forth. Now, this is only the first step. This is only the first step. I want us to download this data and analyze it. Okay? I want us to download and analyze it. And we are going to use, can we use, what do you call this? Oh, it's still generating. Let it finish. Okay, let's export it now. So we are going to use simple term like cloudy. Okay? We're going to use cloudy to analyze. Why cloudy? Now I want you to understand ChatGPT has been trained with billions of data. It's not specific. Gemini has been trained with Google data. Everyone who has used Google, your information has trained AI. Cloudy has been trained on complexity of data. It understands the relationship between one data to another for one reason or another. It has been trained using statistics as we know it. I want you to understand that when you're doing a research analysis, don't go to ChatGPT. You will not get the best out of it. go to Cloudy. When you want to do business proposal, don't go to ChatGPT or Cloudy. Go to Gemini because it understands businesses. Remember, people have been searching on Google since time immemorial, isn't it? That information is better generated by Gemini. When you want to analyze in detail any proposal, any data, Cloudy is the one for you. When you want to do research and have a research paper with references in the format of research, remember, this particular AI has been trained by the best researcher, their data and their output. So if you want the best research, don't go to ChatGPT. Go to Perplexity AI. Perplexity AI. I have to learn these different forms of AI. Okay? When you want, let me see, out of the top of my head. When you want to make presentations, don't create it using all these other ones. Use this one. But yesterday's class made a presentation in roughly 1.5 minutes about making money through crypto. And this is what it generated. 1.5 minutes. It's called Gamma App. Don't waste your time and do as possibly some of you are using it, but for those who are not, use Gamma App. Gamma.app. That is Gamma GAMMA .app. Okay? Don't go to other apps. It won't give you, it has been trained to create presentations. Anyone who wants to know something else? When you want to create music, this is in your phones, by the way. Download the application called Suno. Suno. I want to show you what my daughter was able to do. You can create any kind of music if you understand the craft. Remember, craft. Okay? This one, no class has hands. If you want to create music, use Suno. Suno, S-U-N-O. I want you to listen to this. Suno, it's called S-U-N-O. Anyone else who wants to know how to build an AI with something, I'll give you the specific AI. Sorry? Even a banking system. But I won't tell you about hacking. My network is bad, sorry. Let's see. Anyone who wants to know any other kind of AI? For research, I said it's Perplexity. For building proposals, it's Gemini. For general, if you want to write a very quick email to your friend or your lecturer and so on, use ChatGPT. That's okay. For video, use Bit. That is, you can use two. You can use Hey, or you can use Bit by Gemini. Now, why Gemini again? Remember, Gemini is by Google, and Google owns YouTube. So it has used its YouTube data of music since it started. So if you want to build videos that you're seeing on TikTok and so on and so forth, use Bit by Gemini or use Hey. They are free tools up to a certain limit. Okay? I'll put it on the screen. All right, good. So we have this. I want us to save this. All right, I want us now to analyze data. Seriously. Okay. Let us import. Let's use Cloudy. Let's not complicate it. Let's use Cloudy. I want you to tell me what you want to find out from this data. So what I want to find out from this data, I want to get information and meaning. So let us see what Cloudy is able to do. If you do the same in ChatGPT, it will not analyze for you relevantly. But just put it to test. Let's put it to test. I want you to see the difference. I want you to see the difference. Are you able to see what Cloudy has been able to do? Please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going out or you're in kindly, so that we are all in one. We're trying to do something meaningful, very important. Thank you. Okay, I want you to see what Claudia has been able to do. Have you seen what Claudia has been able to do? Okay, look at ChatGPT. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to see the difference. Huh? We did the same prompt. Can you see what ChatGPT was able to do? Can you see that? This is ChatGPT. But look at Claudia. This is what Claudia has been able to give you. That's why I emphasize, if you want to do research and deep analysis, please don't use ChatGPT. ChatGPT will only give you this kind of information. Okay? So if you want to build this data into an AI, all you need to do is to use Cloudy, download this, and build using, I want you to write this, we might not have time to generate this. I want you to use this application, Lovable. Lovable. I'll show you how, don't worry. I will show you. Lovable. So I want Cloudy to make it downloadable. So with Lovable, the research we are doing, what we are trying to understand what? What are we trying to understand? Excuse me, I want us to be in one page, please. Remember, I have only one mic. I cannot be everywhere. I want us to focus on this. We are trying to find out power surge in Nigeria. Is it because we want to solve it? Is it because we want to solve it? Yes. So what do we want to solve? This is where you want to build. Tell me how to solve it. We start building it right now. How do we want to solve it? How do we want to solve it? I want to create a dashboard. A dashboard to. How do we want to solve the problem of power outage in Nigeria? What kind of dashboard will you be building, or an app, or a chatbot? A tracking system? A what? A grid management system. I want a solution. Because remember, we've gotten data. We are analyzing the data. That's okay. We want this data. We want this information. We are going to attach it here to build a solution. But we have to engage with Lovable. We have to build a solution today. What do we want to solve? What are we trying to solve? Sorry? I can hear dashboards. Can we say we want to track every time electricity goes? We want to find the nearest what? How do we solve this? How will it help us? We can engage. Remember, there's no wrong or right answer. Tell me how to solve the challenge of electricity. Sorry? Managing it. So what are we going to manage? We need to track something. What are we managing? The power outage, or when it comes inside. Okay. So how to manage blackouts when they occur? Would that be it? I need a solution to be able to use this. Okay. So So do we build a platform or do we build an application? What do we build? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to now go towards winding it up. I want us to see the output of this, and I also want us to see the output of a possible solution that we are going to build. All right. So I want us to have just one more forum, please. Let us please focus now as we wind up. So I want you to be comfortable, no matter what it is that you do. You're able to analyze data. You're able to build with data. And building, you're able to use tools like this to build with data. Then the application continue building. But on the most basic level, this kind of information and results you can get. Another tool that I usually use, let me show you. Let me show you. It's called App Quadratic. Please write this down. Quadratic AI. Quadratic AI. Let me just show you how this happens. Quadratic AI. Okay? Another one is if you want to visualize your data, use Bricks AI. Bricks AI. Bricks AI, I want to show you what you're able to analyze. So the difference is with quadratic AI, you can ask this information anything, or you can clean your data using quadratic AI or create diagrams. For example, if I want to know the depth of a particular knowledge, it's because of time I'm not able to use our existing data, can be able to do that. The other thing is you can be able to get insights from this particular application. These kinds of insights, and so on and so forth. And then lastly, you can build with the data that you want. I don't know, are we together? Are we together?
I will give them our
okay. And then lastly, you can build anything as long as you know how to collect data, analyze data, and upload it for an AI solution. You want to build any AI solution in the world, whether it's an application or a dashboard. Please try when you have time. Lovable AI. Lovable AI. Very important. So far, I think what we have been able to understand is AI understood data, understood how to build data, and understood the output of data as a result of AI. Do we have any question as we have our last output of a solution? Do we have any question? Any question? Any question whatsoever? Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Any questions? So when you don't ask a question, it's either you know everything or you do not understood anything. Yes, sir. As the answers, I want you to see the application of the board. As the answers, I'll come to you.
Everyone. And my question goes like this to you, ma'am. Please, why did you say that we should not use ChatGPT for any data analysis?
All right, good question. Good question. I'm going to repeat that. Did you hear his question? Did you hear his question? Did you hear? How do I repeat? What he asked is why should we not use ChatGPT for data analysis? Can someone able to answer that? This is easy. You'll get a hint from me. I'll give you someone answer.
Use the mic. Use the mic. Use the mic.
When we were listening to Rosina, he said that ChatGPT will be analyzed and very
Okay. So then you can stay yourself when you ask a question. What do you heard that question, right? The answer is ChatGPT has been trained by billions of data. ChatGPT is the only AI that has a license to own world data. So you can imagine every data under the sun is with ChatGPT. So it doesn't mean it cannot analyze, but it cannot analyze the best. And here is proof. Compare what Cloudy was able to give out of the analysis. Can you see that? This is ChatGPT and compare what Cloudy has been able to do. That is why. All right, we have a second question.
trying to get myself on this AI. I'm trying to explore. Is there a free AI that I can use to do something? Because I tried using but you can't actually, I was unable to save it and to post it somewhere else. So is there another free AI that I can use?
Thank you for that question. Is there an AI that you can use effectively for videos? I want you to watch the screen. Anyone who wants to create a video on AI, I want you to take this. Hey Jen, it is free. Actually, you can create avatars. You can create yourself presenting like me, and I send this video to YouTube. I just need to take a photo, upload a script, and it will be me presenting. You can do that. You can present a cartoon, animations, and so on and so forth. It is free it gives you free units every day. You can generate up to two videos. I think one video depending on the heaviness, but generally 2 videos per day. 2 videos per day. So you don't have to stress. Okay? I hope you put that down. Pages. Right? The other one is the other one is Gemini. I want you to look at Gemini right now. Okay, it's opening now. The other one is Gemini. All right, so as that opens up, I hope I've answered your question, Sam. I hope I've answered your question. Yes. Okay, thank you. As it opens up, I want you to look at the solution that we have built as a result of the data that we got. That is an application that can be uploaded on, what do you call this, Google Store or App Store, right? It's a ready application. It just needs a higher class. Integrated. But on face value, this is what you're able to build. How many minutes have we used? 15 minutes to build a solution. That's what I wanted to see, right? So other than that, let's go back to Gemini. Oh, there are questions. Okay, one of the questions is, okay, good questions. So this is the other one for your image and for your video. It's called VGI. Okay, what are the ethical considerations of AI development? Lastly, what are the ethical considerations? I will give you 5 ethics of AI, 5 rules of AI. Number 1, 5 rules of safe AI. When you're using AI, what does the world expect you to do or not to do? All right. So the first, let me give you the 5 commandments of AI that I always use. 5 commandments of AI. Number 1, thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not steal. Write that down. Thou shalt not steal. What does that mean? Don't get information without the permission of the person you're getting information from. You saw we used a photo of someone. I asked permission before I uploaded it. Never do any AI, especially in the institution. If you're going to use institution branded materials and you upload on AI, the institution has a right to discontinue you. In fact, this is very critical that if you do this outside in an organization, They don't care if you know or not. They know you're a digital age. You should know this. They will arrest you or fine you. You must always have evidence of this information has been given consent. So thou shalt not, thou shalt protect privacy. What do I mean? When you're uploading data and it has people's names, remove it. Can you hear me? Yes. Thou shalt protect privacy. If you start understanding this here, it doesn't matter what part of the world you go. These are general rules in the world. When you are building an AI, there are two ways you can do this. And this is just to answer what has been asked. The first thing is when you're building an AI, I can go back to my AI and tell it, forget about any identity I have told you. Forget. So any AI generated, it will not use your words to train its model. But in case you forget, please upload whatever you're uploading without identity. Either remove names, remove emails, or anything that might identify someone. That is number two. Thou shalt protect privacy. Thou shalt build for everyone. Good example. We are building an application on electricity. The question is, will the blind be able to see this? They will not be able to see. Is this information, do you think there's only outage in Nigeria only? Possibly in other countries. But we want to solve for Nigeria. But the question is, if someone from another country wants to use your applications, you must consider that. All right? Thou shalt be inclusive. Some of us, for example, build applications that are gender sensitive. Ensure you are inclusive, that a man or a woman can be able to use it. Inclusivity. So we go to the third ethical implication, thou shalt be transparent. Let me tell you this. February, there's a large medical institution in Kenya that has been sued $10 million. How much is that in Naira? $10 million.
150. That should be 1 billion. 1.5
Yes, billions of dollars and billions of Naira, isn't it? Because the data that they use, someone maliciously linked it to all their WhatsApp contacts of every person who worked for that institution. I don't know if you understand that implication. But I will tell you something, and this is important that you know in case someone asks you because you attended this class. No one in the world can sue you within 48 hours. No one has a right to sue you, demand money, or implicate you in 48 hours. Because it is understood, in those 48 hours, you will apologize, you will send a message, you will send emails, you will call, you will have compensated. But on the 49th hour, if nothing is done, there is nothing you can do. You'll either go to jail, you'll either pay, you will either close the institution, and so on and so forth. So thou shalt be transparent. Tell the people you're working with, I am going to use your data for ABCD. Tell the patients you're treating, I am using this data so that I can make your medical, let them sign. Okay? And lastly, thou shalt not harm. Thou shalt not harm. Don't build an AI to harm an organization. Don't build an AI to harm a fellow brother or sister. Don't use an AI to destroy your country because you can. Don't do that. So, for the question, what are the areas of ethical use of AI? If you master that, you're okay. If you master the 5 commandments of AI, you are okay. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt protect privacy. Thou shalt build for everyone. Thou shalt be transparent. And lastly, thou shalt not do any harm. I mean, if you understand AI, you understand how to build it, and you understand the ethics, are ready to go and conquer the world with artificial intelligence. Thank you very much. Do we have only now? We have a quiz, a 7-minute quiz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We are going to have teams going round to show you exactly what code. I hope you have the code. So we are going to open this for 7 minutes. For 7 minutes. The winner of this quiz, please listen to me. The winner of this quiz is going to compete tomorrow in the last round and is going to be awarded by the Commission of Education by Tech Minds and Africa. Okay? So please, whatever you do, answer it diligently, as honestly as possible, because it covers what we have learned. Alright? So, 1, 2, 3, go. Please scan the QR and scan the quiz. You can come closer. You can come closer, please. Okay, 2 minutes to scan. 2 minutes to scan and then start. Please attend that, please.
láti wà pé à ń kọ́ aláti bí ìlà pàdé rẹ̀ káàlẹ́ ti tòrọ̀ bí o.